Hello, my little crafty monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making another Valentine decoration. We are going to be making this little bad boy right here and using some of these, and we are going to do a little surprise. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you see the colors of my shirt and you see this, we are going to do something with these, my little friends. And so you guys are going to see how we can grab something of these. So these are from the Dollar Tree. I have purchased some of these last year, but this one right here, my bestie Yahara gave it to me because she had an extra one and she just was like, here, because I know you're going to do something with it. And I was like, yeah. She also gave me the idea of like the whole Disney theme. So we're going to go ahead and do the little Disney theme on this. And so I know you guys want to get down and dirty, boo-boos, and get... Okay, he did not say that right. I know you guys want to get down and dirty with the crafting, so let's get down and dirty, boo-boos. And I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters, let's get down and dirty and make this little bad boy right here. So, these are those little love signs that we purchased from the Dollar Tree. And we purchased some of these last year, but this is one that my friend gave me. And then these little circles, we purchased those at the Hobby Lobbies. They were about $3.99, so with your coupon, they're way less than that. And we are going to be using some ribbon, as well as some paint, and it's just acrylic paint, so you could get that anywhere. If you guys want to get that at Walmart, you could get it at Walmart. If you guys want to pick them up at the craft stores, you could also do that. Just know offhand right now, boo-boos, that if you purchase them at Walmart, you will get them all like kind of at a discount price if you were using your coupon, but you could get more than just one. And so that's why I like to buy these paints at Walmart, because they're just a lot cheaper. So right here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and paint this sign. Half of it is going to be red and the other half is going to be black. The red is just going to be kind of like the little dress part of Minnie, because we are going to make this into a Minnie Mouse. Now the theme is Disney. I have been wanting to make a little Disney decor, so why not Valentine, right? So that is why we are going to be making a Disney theme. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a generous coat of red paint. And this is just a bright red. And I'm going to go ahead and allow that to dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat. Now these are those little wooden circles that we purchased from Hobby Lobbies. And we are just going to go ahead and glue those onto our sign with those little square blocks. Those little square blocks, we also purchased them at the Hobby Lobbies. I'm going to go ahead and use those as a base to hold that circle in place. You guys will see once we start putting this together. But this is basically the second coat that I'm doing onto our little sign. And then we're going to let that dry. And then after it's dried, we're going to go ahead and put some new tape. We're going to go ahead and just cover the red part and then start to paint the top part of that black. But before we start painting that black, we are going to have to attach the little ears onto the spot where we are going to be placing those. And that is just so that once you paint the rest of the sign black, you could just go ahead and paint the whole entire theme black, as including the little ears. So you don't have to be doing separate little steps. I'm just trying to make it all go at one time. So right here now, what we are doing is we're just going to go ahead and tape off the part where we don't want the black. And then once you have that taped down with the painter's tape, we're just going to go ahead and glue these little squares with this wood glue. This is some Elmer's wood glue. I like to use this whenever I use anything wood, because it just basically holds it down. So right here, I'm just adding a little bit of glue, and I'm putting those little squares. Those little squares are going to serve as kind of like a little base, and also just so that it holds it into place so it doesn't move around. And so we're just going to go ahead and attach these little circles onto the little squares. And I am adding a little bit tape. I'm sorry that I'm out of camera, but I didn't realize it. So now we're just adding a little bit of glue onto the little squares, or our little bases as we call them. And then we're just going to go ahead and add our little ears. Now we just have to wait for these to dry. This is going to take about anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes. And then once they are completely dried, then what you are going to do is you're just going to go ahead and paint the rest of that sign black, so that it's basically kind of like the top of the little Minnie Mouse. And just go ahead and paint downwards so that you don't get any of that black paint to seep in between that tape and that red area that you do not want to get painted. And right here, I'm just going to go ahead and put a generous first coat. And then I will go ahead and add basically a second coat just to make this a little bit more darker. And then you guys are also going to notice that I will be painting the back of this all completely black, because I just didn't want to leave it that messy look. I want it to be a little bit more uniform, so you guys will see where I do that. I really love this little project. It's super duper easy. I mean, you could do this into any kind of theme that you guys want. It doesn't necessarily have to be Disney. I mean, you could do anything. I mean, just let your imagination take flight, boo-boos. That's all you need to do. And so right here, I'm just getting into the little crevices and the little nooks and crannies of this, if that's what it's basically called. Is that what it's called? That's what it's called. So right here now, I'm just going to go ahead and add the second layer. And on the second layer, I'm just being very generous because, like I said, boo-boos, I want to make sure that this gets all completely covered and that it just gets all dried at one time. And then once we put on this second coat, we're just going to go ahead and allow this to dry completely so that we can go ahead and move on to the next steps on making this little Valentine sign for your office, or maybe even your home, or if you want to give this as a gift to like anybody who is into Minnie Mouse or anything Disney. This would be a perfect little Valentine gift. And so now we're just allowing this to dry. We're going to go ahead and hit this with the blow dryer. So once I hit this with the blow dryer and it's all completely dry, it's going to be kind of like that matte black as you see now. And then we're going to go ahead and just paint the black part. We're just going to give it kind of like a little light coat just so that it doesn't look so messy in the black. You guys, in the back, you guys will see what I'm talking about. And right here, I'm just touching up little parts that need to be touched up that I probably missed because of the tape or whatnot. And like I said, and then we're just gonna go ahead and hit the back part with some black. Excuse me. So this little sign is super duper easy to make. I mean, you guys saw how easy it was. You guys could do just a regular Mickey. I am going to be making another one, which is the other one is going to be Mickey because I want to have a Mickey and a Minnie. But you could definitely do any kind of theme. If you want to go ahead and keep it into the Disney theme, I would totally make like a Mickey, a Minnie, like a little Donald Duck, probably a little theme, a Pluto one. I mean, the possibilities are endless, honestly, to tell you the truth, guys. You guys can make any kind of sign that you guys want. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and just add the black on the back. Well, that was a tongue twister. Black on the back. So we're going to go ahead and just do that and let it just dry standing up for like a few minutes, because this paint dries up pretty fast. So you guys don't have to worry about waiting too long. And then once this is dried, we're going to go ahead and start putting this little bad boy, all the little details that are going to be in the front, which are basically the little polka dots. And then we are going to be making a little bow out of this polka dotted little, I think it's a 1-inch thick ribbon as a little bow, usually what Minnie has on her ears. And so we're going to go ahead and cut this paper. We don't need so much of this paper, and some of it has paint, so I'm just going to go ahead and move those tapes up, get my little knife and just cut that out and throw this in the trash. So it basically gives us like a little area where we can go ahead and make our little bow. And I noticed that, I noticed that the bow should be about anywhere from about 1.5 inches in length. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And this is a little 10-second bow maker. Now this makes your bows so easy to make. It just helps out. So we're gonna go ahead and use that to make our little bow. And then once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and cut the tails, and then we're gonna burn them off a little bit with the lighter, just so that it doesn't fray at the end. These are super duper easy to make. We are going to use some hot glue to put this in front, to attach this onto that little sign. And once we have added the little polka dots, then we will be adding that bow. So we're just going to go ahead and put that aside. And we can go ahead and now start working on the little polka dots. I will be moving that sign a little bit lower, kind of towards the center of the screen. So do not worry, my little crafty monsters. We are moving it. I'm just getting this paint together, and I'm shaking it really good so that everything is mixed in properly and we get the most brightest white that we possibly can. I'm going to use a toothpick. That's how easy this is, guys. You don't have to get too technical. You just have to make sure that the toothpick, why am I saying a toothpick? A Q-tip. You just have to make sure that the Q-tip is pretty saturated so that when you do the dots with the Q-tip, it's actually leaving enough paint where it's not going to be like a transparent white. And even if it was kind of a little bit of a transparent white and you could see a little bit of the red in the back, it'll be easy just to go over it again with a second coat. But in order to prevent that, I'm making sure that my little Q-tip is saturated. And on some of them, I am going again over, but as you see, when I start doing the owl, I don't have to go over it twice because I'm making sure that it's saturated and that it's just basically leaving a lot of paint, and it'll just dry really cute. You guys will see. It's going to be super duper duper cute. And so right here, I'm just going over the little dots that need to be darkened a little bit more. And that's how easy it is, guys. Then you just add some hot glue into the little area between the ears and add your little bow. Excuse me, guys. And so this is that little sign, and this is how easy it is. I think it's super cute. I'm definitely going to be making a Mickey one. You guys are going to see me make a Mickey one. I'll take some pictures and put them on my Instagram. But this is the video on how to make these little signs. Hope you liked it. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. So how easy was that little decoration? That was super duper 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 easy. And you guys could totally go grab your little sign from the Dollar Tree and make it any kind of theme that you guys want. The possibilities are endless, my little crafty monsters. So definitely try that out. Bring your inspiration out, boo-boos, and make yourself a little decoration for Valentine's. Or if you want to go ahead and make one of these for like a friend or something, a family member, these are definitely a cute little gift. Or even for your office, just on your desk. Anywho, if you guys do create one, please share it with us on our Facebook and our Instagram, Paper to Masterpiece. And I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon. It's a picture of moi. And we become BFFFFFs, because I know BFs is good, boo-boo. I know it is. Yes, it is. But BFF is even better. And I know you guys want to be my BFFFF. So go ahead and hit that little bell icon. And since you're already there, go ahead and hit the little bell icon, because that will be your notification, so you guys don't be missing out. I don't want you walking around not knowing what to do, boo-boos. Of course, you know what to do. Hit the little bell icon, and you will be notified the next time I upload a video. Share, because this is too good to be keeping a secret, so tell all your friends, boo-boo. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time, goodbye.